Hello everyone, welcome back to another installment into Unpacking A Life. Here, I'm sorry for my voice, I'm a little bit sick. I'm recovering from an illness that took more than 2 weeks. So, my voice is still not fully there. We are running a little bit late with these episodes. It's already April and I only have 2 episodes up. I think I'm recording this on the 18th of April. So I will try to kind of pick up the pace. So naturally, since it's been a long time since the second episode, there have been a lot of changes in the house. I mentioned the plan of the initial move where I planned to move in March. I actually moved kind of at the beginning of April. So at the time of recording this video, I've been living in my house for around 2 weeks. But unfortunately I got sick, so I had to go to my parents' house often. But yeah, so as of me recording this video in the third installment, I have officially moved into my own apartment. I'm living here full time. It's been a really good experience, and since I'm living here, I'm slowly getting used to the place, and today I wanted to record the third installment. I'm going to take you guys around the apartment and show you what I've done. I've done a lot of things, but I also haven't done much in the sense of actual progress. It's little things here and there. My family was here helping me with the cleaning last week, so thankfully the apartment is in a livable state right now. There are still a lot of things to do, but I'm actually taking it easy this week because, as I told you, I've been sick and I've been fatigued. So I'm trying to let my body rest without tiring myself too much. So excuse me if there haven't been too many updates. There are still a huge pile of my stuff that are supposed to be put into its place. The actual environment still looks alright, but my job is still not done. One of the things I'm the most proud of is I actually put up the lamp in the hallway. It was a whole ordeal. That was my first time doing many things. I'm glad the process went smoothly. There were some hiccups here and there, but the final result looks very good. I really like the lamp. It looks very nice. It created a whole vibe there. I put up a shelf that I was planning to do, and the most important thing is I have internet connection now. That was something that I mentioned in the previous video. Since it's been a long time, I have done a lot of things around here. The internet connection works well. I moved my TV and my PlayStation. You guys are gonna see that. And I put some curtains around. The place looks a lot better. It still has the potential to look a lot better, but it's a work in progress. Since my last time recording, my sister visited, my mother visited, and my grandmother actually visited this place once. All of them loved it. They all think the place looks amazing. Without further ado, I want to show you guys around the flat, show you some of the changes that I've done. So let's roll the clip. So when it is daytime, I'm going to be showing you 3 places, and these are the hallway, the kitchen, and the small room. Honestly, in here, there's a cable that's coming from the living room, and it's the internet cable. And on this side, no changes whatsoever. The one thing that we've done is we have the internet cable going all the way from here to there. There's also a power cable there. So that's not nicest looking setup, but I don't know if I've shown this to you, but maybe I can show these to you. So I put other Skylanders on here. They look very nice. And I have more Skylanders up here. I really love this side of the house. And when you enter the house, the Aku mask welcomes you. It's a pretty neat one. I really like how this looks. It just creates a very nerdy environment. So I really enjoyed that. These were in my family's possession for the longest time, so I didn't really purchase them. So when you come in here, that's the shelf that I put up, and this is the charm that used to hang in my car, but I guess there was like a law forbidding those, so I hanged it here. This is from the red boom box that we had done the unboxing of. It belongs to Produce Pandas. So that's the shelf I put up. I put it up all by myself. That was quite difficult to do, but it is there. So I have a light here. That's the Wi-Fi. So I covered it up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I really like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So there's a scent here that makes the place smell much better. And there are some candles, and that's it. So that's the main attraction. This is the light that I put up myself. I put it on the ceiling. Originally, I was thinking of drilling a hole and putting a hook so that the lights could stay there. But in the new technology, you can secure them onto the ceiling. It's kind of difficult to drill into the ceiling, but I managed to do it. And this is how it looks when it is not turned on. And when you turn it on, voila. I went back and forth between having a yellow light and a daylight, but when I had the daylight here, especially when it's reflected onto the walls, this place felt so much like a hospital hallway, and I didn't really enjoy that look. So what I've done is to go with the yellow, which makes the place look more like a hotel lobby, and I dig that look. Of course, needless to say, I changed this, light switches, because I was waiting to install that in order to do that. I had some complications and problems here as well, but thankfully I was able to solve it. And that turned out, this place turned out to be one of my favorite places in the entire house because it looks so nice. Originally, this cable was way too long, so I had to cut it and shorten it. That was something that I've done for the first time. I hadn't done it before. In the toilet, I haven't done anything apart from the fact that my mother actually cleaned this place. So I was very thankful to her. So we weren't able to get rid of these. I don't know what these are. I mean, they're not dirt. They're pretty thick. And I mean, we did everything to clean this place. We used the the strongest chemicals, but this was not budget. So the same thing is around here as well. I don't know what these are. We cannot clean them. So I'm gonna get rid of this mirror as well. It looks nasty. But bathroom is something that needs a lot of cleaning. I put up some candles in there. My mother did cleaning. Unfortunately, I hate cleaning bathrooms. But what I've done is I painted this myself, and I put a protective coat over it. Unfortunately, this is very prone to falling, and they didn't do a good job setting it up in its place. So, yeah. Another thing I've done is I kind of hammered this into its shape because it really didn't sit still. But one day I had enough of this thing falling, so I had a hammer and just put it in its place, and now it functions very well. That's pretty much it. I mean, this is the washing machine that I need to set up. Thankfully, there's a power socket back there, but yeah, there are some things that I need to do in here. This is a very good mirror. It's a big one, but as you can see, it is damaged, and I would much prefer mirror that has a cabinet inside, so I can put my hygiene stuff there. So yeah, that's the toilet. My mother cleaned that as well, but it's not that important, to be honest. This is the small room where I'm going to be having my bed. This is the wardrobe that I need to set up. Honestly, nothing really changed here apart from the fact that we have a curtain here now. This used to be in the bigger room, but it fits here much better. And that was very difficult to put in because for some reason they made the entrance on that way, and it is very hard to get in there. I was sweating when I basically finished it. I'm planning of getting rid of this. It just doesn't serve a purpose. One thing that I mentioned in my previous videos, installments, is that trash was piling up. So anything that did not have any purpose needed to go. And I think that's one of the items that I think I will get rid of it. I was keeping it because I thought it could have been useful and stuff, but no. So these are all the stuff that my mother organized because she was trying her best to make this place look as neat as possible. So there are some changes in here. The first one is I moved that. Oh, I actually removed. I removed the door. I told you guys. So I was planning to remove the door. I did it. It is gone. I put it into the garage, and I don't know what's happening to it. When you get rid of something valuable, it vanishes within seconds down there. My mother was initially hesitant to let me do that because, you know, a door is something that has function, but unfortunately, not unfortunately, honestly, because of my massive fridge, I could not really get any use out of the door at all. And it was a dirty one, and it served no purpose, but it was just limiting my movement up in here, and it would scratch to the door and it would not close all the way. It would just be stuck there. So I did the most sensible thing and got rid of it. And I'm planning to put this like in this way so that I will have more room in here. But I was of two minds because I really like having these figures welcome me. And in here, I put Ding. I took it out of the Lucky Charm. And yeah, this is Mr. Ding, Produce Panda, saying hi to you. I really like how my fridge looks. I got this. It is also new. That was actually broken. So I had to buy a second one and change it. So I'm going to return the second one that I bought. I bought this apron. It's a lifesaver. I love the color. It's so cute. I ended up extending this table a little bit so I have more space. I just recently purchased these glasses and they're fine. Yeah, I have more utensils building up. I just bought my scissors and some peelers. These are like really necessary. You don't realize how necessary they are unless you need them. These were things that came to us when my sister ordered some sweets, and the four of them, I ended up holding on to them because they're really good quality. I found a trash bag on the street, and it is not the best quality, but it'll get the job done for now. So I didn't want to spend extra money on that, so that's where it stays. Of course, my mother cleaned this place as well. I just vacuumed the floor yesterday. I still have some food in my fridge. I prepared a meal, and I'm getting better at doing it, you know? This is the same dish that I cook all the time. So, one of the perks of living on your own is that you get to practice cooking. So now, let's look at the big room and the living room. Right when I was recording this video, my mother called me, but let's show you guys what the living room looks like. I forgot to mention that I finished painting. That's what the painted look is like. I think it turned out pretty well because at this point I've gotten pretty comfortable painting, and that's my living environment. I mean, many things are new here. I don't know if this was here. Honestly, it's been so long since I recorded the video. This is where I keep my dirty clothes. You don't really need to know, but I wanted to include it anyways. These belong to my family, and now I'm using them. They kind of feel nostalgic in a good sense, and that's my living environment. I especially kept it this way. Now it's kind of messy, so you understand that this is very lived in. Shameless self-plug-in. I cleaned that. I decorated this a little bit. I borrowed this from home, and my console is here, so that's my comfort zone. I especially put my couch here because when I sit down, I love looking at the view. Take a look at this. I mean, during the day it looks even more beautiful. Maybe my camera is not really that good, so it doesn't pick it up. My mother cleaned this place as well, and she also bought curtains. They are not very thick. They're just called shades, I think. I don't really know the particular name of this in English, but they help block the sun because this place gets very bright, and during the day I'm actually unable to play any games. Today I tried to play some Siberia, the world before, but I legit could not see what was going on. So I worked on some paperwork instead. And that's where the couch is. So these are not cleaned. So I'm gonna have to clean them. And I really like the setup that's going on in here. It's really cool looking. And I have some storage in there. And I don't have to have like super good cable management. I can hide all the dirty things over there. So that's The living room, the lights are yellow. I don't have any chandeliers or anything. In due time, I'm gonna get some really nice looking stuff in here. One thing I've done is I also painted that frame as well. Initially, I was planning to paint it to this turquoise color, but I was like, I cannot deal with this. And I just realized that I wish instead of throwing the kitchen door out, I could have replaced it with this one, because I think they were like pretty much the same. I'm not quite sure, but maybe they would have worked, maybe they wouldn't. Who knows? So let's get into the bedroom, the slash future game room. I haven't done many changes in here, honestly. These are pretty much still here. And I'm just getting rid of some stuff. Like this side had the extra shelf that I set up in there. So I also set up the light, and that's how it looks at night. I think it looks quite beautiful. So this place hasn't changed much, but I've only recently changed the position of this bed, and I pushed it to the side. This is the door that is next to, that I share with my neighbors, and they have a baby that cries 24/7. So originally I had this bed in the middle because that's how I've always seen it in TVs, and I thought that would be good. But it affected me in a very bad way psychologically, and I still have to paint this. That paint job is not over. I have to paint this side, and I also have to paint around here. I will get to them. Don't worry. I just this place looks like a mess, but honestly it is not too much of a mess. I also carried these. That was like a bookshelf that was not in the... Okay, so I'm in my parents' house right now. I'm in my old room, and I am dismantling this shelf. I found this shelf in 2018, and I remember carrying it home. I didn't carry it alone, but yeah, this is the first time I'm dismantling it. It was in a ready-made state when I got it, so it was secured in its place with, I don't know, called like metal pins. So I've been removing them for the past 1.5 hours. So there's some. The process wasn't the most difficult one, but there goes the back plate separate. I did give it a good clean, a good dusting. So I'm planning to put this in my car and carry it. Hope it fits into my car. I think it would fit. I'm just going to put it over the ceiling of my car, like inside, not outside, because this is quite benty. It's a very thin sheet of, it's not even wood. I don't know what it is, cardboard maybe. So I think it's gonna fit in. It's gonna bend a little bit, and it is going to extend over my head, but I think it should be safe to drive with this in that situation. We're gonna see. That was not in the previous video. As I said, it's been 2 months since my last installment, so there are many changes that have happened, and I'm not quite sure where did I last leave you guys. So this bed being in the middle made me feel so uncomfortable, because I'm so used to having a wall next to me. Initially I was using the power socket there, but I had just changed it to this one. I think I'm looking for something that will feel familiar. Last night I slept here, immediately felt more comfortable. Honestly, that's how I'm gonna keep it, and that was like a bed cover that I had for a while. And my doors were cleaned by my mother, so I hanged this. I brought this from home. It's a good one. It tidies up the place quite a bit. Of course, I still need to paint around here. I need to like remove them. I will get to the painting, but yeah, those were the 2 rooms left. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As I've said before, let's set up some goals for the upcoming video. Till the end of April, I want to at least get this wardrobe done. And another thing that I need to do is to set up the washing machine, which I don't think is going to take a very long time. I still need to figure out how that works, but setting up the washing machine is one of the priorities. Of course, I need to move my bed from the big room to the smaller room, but that requires a lot more steps to be done beforehand before I can actually get to it. And I need to build up that black bookshelf that I have. So I need to move my computer and my computer desk, and I have this big bookshelf from IKEA that I've had bought not too long before I moved in. So yeah, these are the only pieces of furniture that I left in my family house. Once I get them here, so there are like so few steps left. I can almost see the end. After that, I'm going to be completely done. There are always improvements that I can make. I'm like planning to build a shelf, but that can wait. Like the most important things are the ones that I mentioned. Once I get those done, of course, I'm going to need some curtains as well. Curtains are a must. They are very important. But of course, there's a financial aspect of this. There are a lot of improvements that are pending, but the financial situation is tricky to get right to be able to provide myself with all the equipments that I'm going to need to make this apartment better. But I'm definitely sure that this apartment is going to look a lot better in the coming years. It's just requires time, patience, and hard work to get there. But I'm so grateful that I have this opportunity. Another plan that I have is to clean these couches, because currently they are not cleaned after I got them. I was waiting for a friend to do it for me. He said he was going to do it, but it looks like that's not going to happen. So I want to, do it myself and clean it as much as possible, so I don't actually have to lay all of these sheets to sit comfortably. I'm so glad that I found these as well. They are so comfy. I really like them. But I want to be able to sit on the other ones as well, not just this one or not on this particular position. So thank you so much for watching me blabber on. It's a very good activity to do these recordings, because when you are in the day-to-day rhythm of things, you don't really realize how much you've improved or how much work you've done. It's only when I watch these monthly update videos where I can really get to see the place change. I hope that you really enjoyed it. If you have any comments, let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Bye bye.